If you don't like paying more at the pump, you're definitely not alone. Every time you fill up your car, it feels like your wallet gets a little lighter, and lately those numbers on the gas pump just keep climbing higher. It's a frustration shared by millions of drivers across the country and around the world. But have you ever wondered what's really behind these sudden jumps in oil prices? It's not just about supply and demand, it's about global politics, international sanctions, and the complex web of the world's energy markets. If you keep an eye on global news, you've probably noticed that oil prices have been making headlines again. But this time, it's not just the usual market ups and downs. There's a major story unfolding that's sending shockwaves through the energy world, and it's all about the latest round of US sanctions targeting Russia's oil industry. These aren't just any sanctions, they're some of the toughest measures we've seen in years, and they're already having a dramatic impact on the price of oil worldwide. Here's the scoop. Oil prices soared almost 5% today after the US government announced a sweeping new set of sanctions aimed directly at Russia's energy sector. This isn't just a small blip on the radar. We're talking about a surge that's being felt in financial markets, at gas stations, and in households everywhere. The price of crude oil shot up in a matter of hours, and experts say this could be just the beginning of a much bigger trend. So, what exactly did the US do? The Biden administration rolled out a package of sanctions that specifically target Russia's largest oil companies, as well as anyone who helps move Russian oil around the globe. This means not just the producers themselves, but also the traders, shippers, and insurers who play a crucial role in getting Russian oil to international markets. The goal: to choke off a major source of revenue for Russia and put pressure on its government, especially in light of ongoing geopolitical tensions. The new rules are so strict that even shipping and insurance companies that so much as touch Russian oil are now in the crosshairs. If a tanker carries Russian crude, or if an insurance company underwrites a shipment, they could face serious penalties from the US government. This is a big deal because it makes it much riskier and more expensive for anyone to do business with Russia's oil industry. As a result, a lot of companies are simply backing away, which means less Russian oil is making its way to the global market. And it's not just America taking action. At almost the exact same time, the European Union and the United Kingdom announced their own sets of sanctions, piling even more pressure on Russia's oil exports. These coordinated moves are designed to send a clear message: the world's major economies are serious about squeezing Russia's energy revenues. For the oil market, this means even more uncertainty and volatility, as traders and companies scramble to figure out what these new rules mean for global supply. Why does this matter so much? Well, oil isn't just another commodity. It's the lifeblood of the global economy. It powers our cars, heats our homes, and is a key ingredient in everything from plastics to fertilizers. When oil prices jump, the effects ripple out far beyond the gas station. They hit transportation costs, manufacturing, food prices, and even the cost of electricity in some places. That's why every move in the oil market gets so much attention from governments, businesses, and everyday people alike. Russia is one of the world's top oil suppliers, right up there with Saudi Arabia and the United States. In fact, Russia accounts for about 10% of the world's total oil production. That's a massive chunk of the global supply, and it means that anything affecting Russian exports can have a huge impact on prices everywhere. When you take a major player like Russia and make it harder for them to sell oil, the whole world feels it. If Russian exports drop, there's simply less oil available on the market, and when supply goes down but demand stays the same, or even goes up, prices have nowhere to go but higher. That's exactly what we're seeing right now. Tankers are sitting idle, shipments are being delayed or canceled, and storage facilities are starting to fill up with unsold oil. All of this adds up to a tighter market and higher prices for everyone. Some financial experts are already warning that if these new rules stick, and if Russia can't find enough buyers for its oil, we could see prices shoot past $100 a barrel all over again. That's a level we haven't seen since the early days of the Ukraine conflict, and it would have major consequences for economies around the world. Higher oil prices mean higher costs for businesses, more expensive travel, and a bigger hit to family budgets everywhere. And it's not just about what you pay at the pump. When oil prices rise, it sets off a chain reaction that affects almost everything you buy. Groceries get more expensive because it costs more to transport food to stores. Utility bills go up as power companies pay more for fuel. Even things like clothing and electronics can see price hikes, since so many products rely on oil-based materials or energy-intensive manufacturing. In short, Higher oil prices mean higher bills for just about everything. Russia, for its part, says it will keep selling oil to Asia, especially to big buyers like China and India. But even there, the picture is starting to change. With the new sanctions in place, Chinese and Indian companies are becoming more cautious. Some are refusing shipments, others are demanding steep discounts, and a few are even looking for alternative suppliers. This means Russia is having a harder time finding customers, and the global oil market is getting even tighter. Meanwhile, investors are watching all of this unfold, and many of them are betting big on energy stocks. As oil prices climb, shares of major oil companies are jumping, and some investors are seeing big gains. For Wall Street, this is a moment of opportunity, but for Main Street, it's a reminder that what's good for the stock market isn't always good for ordinary people. But for everyday people, the story is very different. Higher oil prices mean more pain at the pump, tighter family budgets, and tough choices about where to spend and where to cut back. For many, it's a source of real anxiety, especially as inflation continues to bite and the cost of living keeps rising. Whether you drive to work, take public transit, or just buy groceries, you're likely to feel the impact of these changes in your daily life. All of this raises a big question. Should the US and its allies keep squeezing Russia with tough sanctions, even if it means higher prices for everyone? Or should they look for ways to bring down the cost of oil, even if that means easing up on the pressure? It's a complicated debate, with strong arguments on both sides. Some say sanctions are necessary to stand up to aggression and defend international norms. Others argue that ordinary people shouldn't have to pay the price for geopolitical games. So, what do you think? Should the US keep up the pressure, or is it time to focus on making energy more affordable? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more smart, speedy updates on the stories that matter most to your wallet and your world. Stay tuned, because the global oil market is changing fast, and we'll be here to break it all down for you.